Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Hunter x Hunter 2011 episode 52 review. So before I get started, of course, look down below in the description for the link to this week's episode of Hunter x Hunter and the Facebook fan page, all in the description down below. That being said, this week's episode of Hunter x Hunter, I like the fight between Zeno and Silva versus Lucilfer. And the thing here is that I didn't like, because there's one thing I didn't like a lot. And you know, hold on, let me just all right, fine. The one thing that I didn't like was the fact that we don't see Zeno perform the N on the building, because that to me is a key component. Because that technique which he performed, the N, because in the manga we see him use an N. That's the way he finds Lucilfer. What happens is that Zeno and Silva, they go on top of the roof, and then Zeno performs a large N with like a radius. He said that it had a radius of 100 meters. So he's able to encompass like almost half of the building. It's not, yeah, like I'm gonna say between half and three quarters of the building in like a wide N sphere, and that's how he's able to find Lucilfer. Now the thing here is that this is key for two reasons. One, because it shows you that in comparison to other Nen users, like for example Nobunaga was able to perform N, but his N sphere was small, like in comparison to Zeno's, because I believe his was like a meter, or like 3 or 4 meters in radius, but Zeno's was like 100 plus. So, like that's so we can clearly see that even though the Phantom Troupe are very powerful in their own rights, when it comes to other like Nen users in the world, like the Zoldyck family, for example, there are going to be better people. And the next thing is that it shows you that Zeno, even while fighting Lucilfer, he's not at full strength. I mean, granted, I'm not gonna say that a majority of his Nen was lost by performing N. Clearly not, because he was able to still use the Dragon Lance. But at the same time, it shows you that he wasn't at full strength. That's why Silva went in there with the final attack, and Silva was on some beastly shit. I mean, he got slashed by a bench knife, and then he knows that there was he knows that there was poison on the knife. He just goes like this, and then he just squirts the poison out of his hand, out of his forearm, and he takes one of his hairs and ties it like a thread. So good shirt there. That's really precise Nen control right there. It really is. So it shows you how, and also apparently Silva had a confrontation with a former Phantom Troupe member. That's why Lucilfer knows him, because apparently Silva killed one of the former members of the Phantom Troupe, which means that Hisoka, or one of the other members that were originally there in the Phantom Troupe, they might have been there to replace the guy who was killed by Silva, the person that was killed by Silva. And of course, the thing here which I find so key is that when we see Zeno and Silva and they're trying to find Lucilfer, Zeno says, like this job isn't worth the pay, which is the highest compliment that they give. So, good shit. And in retrospect, it shows you just how long Killua has to go in comparison to his father and grandfather, because his father and grandfather are very powerful. I mean, even his brother, Illumi, is powerful in his own right. So, yeah, I mean, definitely Killua has a long way to go. And even in the manga right now, Killua is nowhere near the strength of Zeno or Silva. I mean, granted, he's much stronger, but no, he's not on that level. But he will be one day. He will, and above that, in my opinion. But overall, this episode, the animation was good, the pacing was good, the fight between Zeno and Silva was good. Zeno Silva versus Lucilfer, that was good. The only real gripe I had with this episode was the fact that they don't show you Zeno performing the N on the building, so that was a huge gripe. But other than that, it was overall, in my opinion, a good episode of Hunter x Hunter. It really was. Right now, I'm doing the review while watching the fucking Patriots and Jets game. It's fucking convoluting here. But the thing here is that I remember that there was Kurapika. A lot of the focus came on Kurapika, and we see Kurapika, and this was added on, like it wasn't the canon manga, but we see Kurapika actually, looking around the building, trying to find the intruder, and he winds up in the same location where Lucilfer is held up, but he doesn't go inside because Nosferatu calls in and tells him to come down immediately because the doctor just came to check on his daughter, Neon, whatever her name is. And fuck. Alright. And the thing here is that was in the manga. It wasn't, but still, it was kind of cool to see. Because, I would like to see Kurapika go one-on-one with Lucilfer. That would have been a good fight. Oh, yeah, and one more thing I want to point out. Zeno, very smart man. He was able to deduce the powers, the overall general scheme of Lucifer's powers, just by analyzing the fact that he was using the bench knife. I was like, yo, that's very impressive, bro. Very smart man. Very smart man. And of course, we see how dedicated that they are to the job, because when Zeno finally catches Lucilfer by using the Dragon Lance, then merging with the Dragon Lance, and then choking out Lucilfer, and then repeatedly punching him just to stall his ass, he tells Silva, do it. And Silva goes in the sky with these two like Nen spheres and shit. And then does an attack, some crazy attack. And then also I noticed how Zeno, by using the Dragon Lance, it kind of shows me that Zeno is he's probably admissions based. Just how yeah. So I'm guessing that he's admission based. And Silva, I don't know. He did use Nen spheres, which may constitute either admissions or reinforcement. But then again, their Nen could be really high, but they're not based on that. They could have an affinity towards the Conjurer, or not Conjurer, because Conjurer's not entwined with admissions. Manipulator or transformations, maybe. So right here, I'm guessing. Not even in the manga do we know about their Nen category. We're not there yet. So, but we'll see in the future. And then at some point in the series, we see, in the episode, we see Gon get in contact with Kurapika, and then Gon and Killua are talking to Kurapika about how they want to help, how they confronted the Phantom Troupe, and they don't like the fact that these guys are going around killing people. Gon was really affected by the fact that Nobunaga was crying for the death of Uvogin, even though Nobunaga himself has killed so many people and has never once considered grieving for the lives that he's taken. So that really pissed him off a lot. And they want to help. They want to really help Kurapika out, and they want to learn how Kurapika was able to compete with Uvogin. And Kurapika says that, I'll call you back, because Kurapika knows the situation at hand. Because at the same time, the other Phantom members are they're going around and they are fucking up the entire place. They really are. I believe one of the guys said that it was 2,000 Mafia guys were wiped out by 10 of the Phantom Troupe members. I was like, yo, that's crazy shit. It's great. What was it? 10? No, not 10. No, it wasn't 10. But a majority of the Phantom Troupe members wiped out the Mafia. 2,000 guys with guns and bazookas and so on and so forth. And one of the scenes caught my attention because it was just so cool. Because we see, what's his name? Fucking guy. We see Phaeton and the one guy. I keep on forgetting his fucking name, for Christ's sakes. But I'll find it out later. But we see Phaeton and the one guy with the grip thing. We see them blitzing through all these Mafia guys. And it looks like Phaeton and him are competing against each other and shit on how many kills they get. It's Phaeton's running and he's running and his hands are like this and Phaeton's this and shit. And it was it was cool. It was really cool scene, well animated. What's his fucking name? Fuck, god damn it, man. I'll remember next week. I will. But overall, that's it. I mean, I'm not gonna do a summary because, yeah, I don't think I have to because I really don't. Because overall, like the episode, it was good. Normally, from a norm basis, the way the series is going along, the anime, the norm episodes are gonna be good. They really are because the animations are always good. Is always good. The pacing is always good, on point. I mean, they do have filler scenes here, or they switch things around. But overall, it's good. Oh yeah, and one last thing. Before Lucilfer is confronted by Zeno and Silva, he takes out the other hit guys. Like the guys who are also assigned the task of taking out the Phantom Troupe. They get taken out very easily by Lucilfer. Like, it's basically like a pen to the back of the skull, and like that's it. And that's how he wins. Like, that's how he kills almost all these guys. Except for that one guy with the knife. Because this guy got taken out pretty gruesome. With, like, some weird indoor fish. Yeah. Some crazy shit. And, of course, the last thing, the last thing was that Zeno and Silva tell the other Mafia guys, because the other Mafia guys are still there, and they hear the explosions, and they are wondering what's going on, where's our weapons, we need our weapons back, and yada, yada, yada. And then Silva and Zeno tell them to basically sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up, and let's do our jobs. And at the same time, Kurapika is walking around trying to find Lucilfer. And that's it. Because at first Nosferatu told him to watch his daughter. And then at some point, he tells him, it's okay because the Am's on the way, so you can go and check the area. And then at some point again, after that, once he reaches that door, he's called back immediately by Nosferatu. So that's how it worked out. But yeah, I'm done. So be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Once again, look down in the description down below for the preview. For the link to this week's episode of Hunter x Hunter and the fan page. I don't think I forget anything. I don't think so. So I'm done. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Peace. Signing out.